little vinegar in the water. And the reason you use a little vinegar, just pour a little vinegar in your water. The reason you use a little vinegar is whenever something, I'm losing my terminology, folks. I apologize. When something boils over, per se, a little bit, okay? Or if something should break or whatever, it saves your pot from being, your other jars from being so greasy. You know what I mean? So I do that. Then I put on the lid. Okay. All right. I try to clean off my little bit. You want to try to keep it clean. Put it on and set it. If it spins easy like that, that means that it's greased real nice. The rubber gasket underneath this is greased pretty nice. You can do it like I would grease it like every maybe 8 or 9 sessions. Some people don't worry about it that much, but I just want to keep mine greased. That means you don't need to put any oil or anything on the gasket. All right, and as you can see, make sure that's tight. Okay, as you can see, it's on 0. The pressure is on 0 because we didn't start yet. So I will start this on kind of like high. If you put it on 9, I can put it between 9 and 10 high. Is this? Oh, that's it. Okay. So let me put this down a little bit. There we go. Let's see. I see how I have it on 9. All right. All right. And okay. It is on. It is 6:45. As you see on my stove, 6:44 p.m. on the 3rd of December, 2024. Okay, my birthday's on the 7th of December, so remember that, guys. Just keep me in prayer. I'll be happy. So I am going to turn the camera off and let the needle go up. No, let it start steaming. Yeah, you let it start steam. When it starts to steam real good, I'll probably cut the camera out so you can see it. When it starts to steam real good, I mean no spitting or anything, but it steams like it's crazy, then you put on the hula dancer. Okay. Then you put on this. All right. If it's by itself, let me see if I can do it this way. If it's by itself, that's 5 pounds. Depends on your elevation. Most people, you can use 10 pounds. A lot of people can use 10 pounds wherever they live. And even the books tell you can use 10 pounds on certain recipes. But where I live at, above, I'm like 1,080 above sea level. And you just use 15. Just to be safe, use 15. Okay? So when that starts steaming real good, then you put your timer on for 10 minutes. Let it steam for 10 minutes. Yeah, it'll be weird. Seems real weird to hear that steam for that long, but you have to, because it's taking all the air out of your jars. And then after it steams for 10 minutes and that timer starts to beep, then you come and you put that on. Okay? I'll be back. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys. It is, 6:57. I just wanted to show you guys what a spit is. Notice the pressure didn't rise up yet, but it will be. See how that looks? Yeah, okay, there's steam coming out, but it's not a steady stream of steam, okay? See how it's spitting and stuff? I'll show you what it's like when it really starts to steam. Okay, now it's steaming a little bit better. Let's see, there we go, let's see. And that fools people, they really don't know when. And it's 7 o'clock, and it's just steaming a little bit better. But you'll know the full steam when you see it. And that is an almost full steam. And if the front, I saw somebody today on, I believe, Facebook, and they were talking about how this button bubbles like that and sometimes steam. And I saw a few people do this, and I've been doing it myself. If it's bothering you, you can kind of tap it. And sometimes when you tap it, it allows it to come up. It'll pop up sometimes because it means it's ready, but there could be something stopping it from, I mean, you don't have to. In fact, I really wouldn't, but do you see how it almost came up when I did that? It helps it to, you don't have to do that though. Now, that's a good steam. Close. Let's see if I can get this a little bit. There we go. All right. I'm going to go ahead and count our 10 minutes. All right. See, it's starting to come up. There we go. So I'm counting our 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes and counting. And I'll be back and put the weight on it. There we go. See the steam? How nice? That is a full steam. A lot of people get confused on that, but just wanted to show you that it will do that for 10 minutes. Right now, it's sucking all the air out of your jars. That's why you close the jars finger tight. Not, you don't want to kill them like you're trying to close them for good. No, just, screw them closed, kind of nice, a little tight, but not extremely tight because this is going to suck out the air. So it'll be shelf stable. See how it's spitting? It's taking that air out. I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like whenever we have 5 minutes left. All right? See, you steam it for 10 minutes, and that's a serious steam. We have 5 minutes left, and I'll be putting the weight on. All right, here we go. Let me put this up. All right. I will turn this off. Then you put the weight on. And then now you don't start your 90 minutes until the weight begins to jiggle. The mistake I made a couple of times when I've been canning for years, since 1987 when my daughter was in my belly. And I got burned real bad by not paying attention to directions. And a couple of times I start counting ahead of time, and you could ruin your food that way. Do not do your timing until she starts dancing. The weight, we call it the hula dancer, okay? And since it's turned up real high now, yeah, it's starting. You'll hear. This stove is no joke. This stove does not play. And after she starts jiggling, you count your time. Put your timer on 90 minutes for your quarts, right? And then turn it down. You don't have to have a jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Some people, act like they're in a manufacturing company or something. You could turn it down like part way. Yeah, It's I take it from 10 to 5, 10 to 5. I turn it down a few notches. Now, if you look at watch the pressure. I hope you guys can see this on it. Wow, now we can see. Sorry about that. Watch, see the pressure. It is on like maybe 8. The pressure is on 8 now, and we're going to, I have 15 on. I have all 3 on. I have 5 by itself, and then the first one is 10, and the third one is 15. I want it to go up to 15. Okay. on 9, almost on 10. It looks like there's a dent in my lid, but it's not. It's from this stuff that's hanging up. Okay, now it's on its way to 11. Notice she didn't jiggle yet. In fact, I'm going to leave this on. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make a boring video, but there are people who really want to know. You know, this is for those who really want to know how to do this. There are people, they write me all the time, and they say, I really wanted to can. My grandmother used to can, or my mother used to can, but I don't know how to do it. And I'm not like professional guys by a long shot. I know there's people who have better kitchens, and with pretty kitchens, and are all set up on. I'm just me, you know. I'm just doing it from my home kitchen. I'm trying to help people learn how to can. What are we on now? We're on 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. See how it's starting to jiggle? It's wiggling a little bit right now. It's getting closer to 15. That is the pressure that I have on it, 15 pounds. There you go. See? I'm going to wait till it gets to 15 real good before I turn it down. I don't want to turn it down early. And there's your hula dancer. Or hula. Some people say hula. Okay, as soon as it gets to 15, then I'll turn the eye down, or whatever you guys call it. And there we go. Turn it down and put my timing on 90 minutes, hour and a half. Move that coffee out of the way. Okay. Okay, 15. Now, let me turn it down. We don't need any accidents here, right? Now, let's see how that goes. I put it on 6. I went from 10, it goes to the right. 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6. 5 is in the middle. 5 is right down at the bottom. Sometimes I put on 5. It all depends on what you have in your canna. You get a different timing every time. One time I put something down on 5, and it almost went off. I had to run in the kitchen and turn it back up a little bit, which you can, but if it goes all the way off and you've had it off for a long time, or you went to sleep or something, or you were on a phone, I hate to say this, there we go, timer, hour, 30 minutes. Okay, what I was saying was, I hate to say this, but if you let it go off for a long time, it's gone down to 14 a little bit. You will have to, believe it or not, turn it off, let it cool down, and start all over. And you better hope you have mutton or beef or something in there. Okay, see the nice jiggle? And I could possibly get that jiggle down a little bit lower, but I'm not gonna. Now that's a nice smooth jiggle. Yeah, it's an even jiggle. I like that. And it went down a little bit to 14. Because you could use 10. A lot of people in different elevations, they use 10 because it is calibrated actually to 11. So when you're using 10, you're actually using 11. So, you have to look that up. Go to those edus, those educational, like collegiate, or whatever, canning links that you can find online. And it'll explain it better. Okay, yeah, that's a nice width. Okay, so, there we go, 129. Okay. So in an hour and a half, which would be, it's 7:20 now. So it's 8:20, 8:25, 30, about 8:45, they'll be done. Yeah, 7:20 to 8:20. Yeah, about 8:45, they'll be done. And I'll be back. I'm going to go watch Andrew Wommack. and chill. TTYL. And that is the sound I want. Hang on. Okay, now turn this off. And it is 8:50, as you can see. And then I will turn, as you can see, this is still on 15. Hooked on 15 all the time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it off completely. Okay, and let that bad boy sit. You know, I've heard stories. In fact, I got burned on my right arm while my daughter was still in my stomach, and I had to go to the hospital and get cream for it. I had 3rd-degree burns on my right arm because I heard, as we always say, I heard that you can sit them. You know, there's rumors out there where you can sit them underneath cold water and run cold water on them, and the pressure will go down. But I gotta tell you, the pressure will go down if you run cold water on them, but you just possibly spoiled your food. Because as this is winding down, it's still processing. That's what they're missing. This is still processing. Okay? And after you turn it off, my food is still processing, which means it still has a little way to go, about 15, 20 minutes to go. Okay? If I would take this and put it underwater, yes, the pressure will drop down. That will drop down, this will drop down, okay, and that will stop shaking or whatever, okay? But I just cheated my food out of 20 minutes, which could poison my family. I hope I said that right. Okay, so I will be back whenever I, probably, yeah, when I take them out, all right? See you then. All right, it went to 0, and as you can see, let me take you over here. It went to 0, and the little thing dropped down. So I am going to take the lid off now and let it sit. Take this off. And crack this a little bit. You have to let your jars, like as I always say, get acclimated to the temperature in your room. So crack it a little bit for about 5 minutes or so, then I'll start taking them out. I don't want to take them out too soon because they're still processing. They'll be bubbling and it'll sound really weird. I'll be back. All right, it is 9:36 in the evening. They've been sitting for about 5 minutes or so. And I'm going to take them out and show you how they came out. All right, they came out beautiful. And you sometimes, in fact, a lot of times whenever you can, berries especially float to the top. Everything floats to the top. And it settles down as it cools. And as you can see, the one on the right in the front would be the one that it was just the rest of the turkey that I had because I didn't want to, and then none of them flowed over. None of them did it at all. The water's clean. Let me see, I'll show you the water. The water's clean. Just a little bit, I guess, from the jars or something. But no, they came out really good. And that is my turkey soup. So what I'll do is tomorrow, I was going to make the video tonight, but tomorrow I will take a picture and show you guys what it looks like after these cool down, because they really need to, I don't think any of them sealed yet. Those are brand new lids. So, and it's from a different company that I usually order from. So I want to see if they seal. I hope they seal. But it was a long day. God is good. I asked the Lord to bless y'all for watching this, and I'll keep this video. I'm not going to make it until December 4th, the morning of December 4th. And then I'll show you guys what it looks like in the morning. All right, love you, and thanks for watching. I was in bed with my nightgown on and my nightcap and everything, and I remembered I had to rinse the water out of I forgot to empty the water out of my pot. And I decided to take a look at these. Every one of them sealed. They all sealed. If you notice, you don't see any of them popped up. They all went down. And see how they're dropping down to the bottom now? A couple of them are still processing. Remember I told you, people say you could put it in water, and but your food is still processing. This is what you're cheating it out of when you do that little cheat, short cheat, whatever. But anyhow, just wanted to show you that. And that is what they're coming out like. We'll see you in the morning. As you can see, they are all sealed, and they're done. This is the turkey soup, and you could do with it whatever you want. You could add to it, use it for whatever you want to use it for, or just use it as a nice homemade soup for whenever you maybe just feel like being warm for the day. And this is the one that I had extra turkey. Remember, I had the extra turkey, and see how nice the broth came out. You can use it for anything, but they are done. God is good. God is good.